Hello everyone, welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we're shooting this, and this is a single shot rifle, and this is a copy of an 1885, and this was John Moses Browning first successful design. This is the low wall version, and this one is in 45-55 Walker. Let me show you a close-up of that. We're going to be shooting it against that mild steel. Now, we're kind of cheating because we have this right here, and this right here is only a 120 grain bullet, and it's going 3,300 feet a second. So that's probably going to knock right through it, I'm guessing. So the 45-70, you know, is going 300 grain bullet going 2,200 feet a second. So it's probably not going to knock through it. The 5110 is probably going to knock to it because it's 300 grain bullet going 2,960 feet a second. So good chance it'll go through it. But this thing here, I'm about guaranteeing it'll go through it. If not, that light bullet may slow down and not quite knock it all the way through, but I think it'll go through just because of that speed. So let's get set up. Well, let me show you the other gun I got. This right here is the 45-70. This is a Winchester Takedown Deluxe, and it's just new to the channel. You've seen it before. It used to belong to my brother, but he sold it to me, and this is a beautiful gun. We're going to use this for the 45-70 to shoot that metal plate. So you saw the 5110. Okay, here's a piece of mild steel we're going to be shooting with these different cartridges, and it's a little bit thicker than this right. It's a little bit thicker than this AR 500 plate that stops the bullets pretty good. It's pretty close to 1/2 inch, so we're going to get back and shoot it. Okay, from left to right, we have the 45-55 Walker, the 45-70, and the 5110. It hit it. Let's go check it out. That 45-70 made a pretty good dent in it. Look at that dent right there. So I mean it put a bulge on the back. So let's shoot it with those others and see what they do. It hit it. Let's go check it out. See if it made it all the way through. Look how far down in there that 45-70 went. Pretty good, isn't it? I have sent a hollow point through a plate this thick. Looks like it hit the edge of the side of it. So we might have to shoot it again a little bit over to the side. Now it hit it good. It left the mark down in there pretty good. It went deeper than the 45-70, but it did not go all the way through. It left one of those kind of screwdriver marks. 5110's up next. Look what that 45-55 Walker did. Look at that cute little design down in there. Pretty neat, isn't it? Right there. Right there. Where do you think it went through? Look at the size of that big old hole coming out of that 5110. You can stick your finger through it. It's over 1/2 inch in diameter. That's a big old hole. Look at the back of the plate. Look at those weird rings going around where the impacts was. I mean, that 45-70 did a pretty good number, but this 45-55, it almost cracked the metal where it hit. I think any way you look at it, these are amazing. Look at these craters. I mean, that shell rattle around in there. It's pretty amazing. And look at that 4570. Now it's got a little point down in there, so we can't set that fire or that cartridge down on it too hard. It'll be like a firing pin. It's pretty interesting how it did that. See that hollow point? It matches right down there on top of it. But to me, what's pretty amazing is that 5110. It just really blew a big hole in there. I mean, that's a huge hole. Now look down here at this other hole. Look how weird it looks. I mean, it really left the interesting design of that nose down in that hole, and it smushed it out in such a way that it's really cool. You got to take a real good look at it. Let's zoom in on it and see what it looks like. Now you see it has like a X down in the hole, and that's the same shape as the front of that bullet, but it's expanded out to fill up the whole hole. Kind of sound weird saying whole hole, but anyhow.